What's up, YouTube? Okay, so I got a Wi-Fi battle for you guys tonight with my newish sort of team. So this one was against a more OU-based team, definitely. Pretty good mix of pokes, to say the least, because I thought, yeah, this would be a reasonably good challenge. So let's get this battle going. I couldn't get this one live because I wasn't at my computer at the time, so I can get them live when I'm actually doing battling at my computer. Okay, so he's leading with Greninja and I'm leading with my Druffric. So I go for the T-Bolt here, and obviously he's going to outspeed me and get that protein boost. But I wasn't too worried because I've got my Focus Sash and I can do some heavy damage as well, and maybe even get a, probably get a kill actually, because he was Life Orbed. Unfortunately, I get flinched there by Dark Pulse, which really sucks. So bit of a bad start there. So I'm going to have to sponge any of his special attacking moves. So into Licky Licky for that. That's really was my only swap in. Dark Pulse isn't really doing a hell of a lot to me, so I'm thinking he'll probably swap out here. Anyway, he might bring in. I was thinking at this point he might bring in Tyranitar or Lucario. One of those two Pokemon will probably be what he's going to bring in. So into Lucario, and it's got an air balloon as well. So I went to the knockoff because I like getting rid of everyone's items. It's cool. It's handy too. So I got rid of his air balloon, so I might be able to hit it with Earthquake with my Sork later on or something like that. Well, I wasn't too sure, but anyway, I don't really want to stay into a close combat, which I thought was coming at this point in time. So I go into Tropius and to sponge any fighting attacks, but it's a special Lucario, so I was like, okay, that's really going to be the same result anyway, except no defense and special defense drops. So he sets up a Carmine. I'm like, okay, it's a boosting set. Interesting. So of course, with my Tropius set, I'm just going to set up my Elite Seed here. I'm going to sort of try and get a little bit of his health away. I wasn't too sure what move he could hit me with. Especially the only move I was thinking probably was Flash Cannon to hit me neutral. Would probably be the best one. So I was pretty much right there. He had Flash Cannon, did loads of damage to me with the Carmine up. I get my Citrus Berry back, which was good. Unfortunately, he doesn't actually do as much damage, but I went for the Roost anyway, so that's going to get most of my health back there with the Leech Seed, bringing me all the way back to full. So I'm thinking here he's going to swap, or he's going to go for another Carmine. Also, I harvest my berry back too, which is good. I just go for, I think I went for a Protect or an Air Slash here. I went. Actually, sorry, I swapped out. I was thinking that I could bring in my Rapidash on a Carmine again. So I don't want to keep Rapidash in on that guy at all, and I want to go straight back into my Licky Licky to take the Surf. Or Scald. Okay, same diff except for the burn. So he's going to go for Scald. That's not going to do too much to me, even with protein. So I take that fairly well. Don't get a burn, which is good, so I'm not sort of forced to go for a rest yet. And after Lefty's recovery, I can get I'm getting, pretty close to 3/4 of my health. So he goes for Grass Knot there. Fair enough too, because I'm quite a heavy poke, and does a sizable amount of damage to me. He gets hit by Life Orb, and I'm just going to go for a rest here to get all of my health back. I sort of tend to do that with Licky Licky because I need to keep this guy healthy. He's a good switch in for my team. And once he goes, it makes things harder to swap into due to the sort of gimmicky lower pokes that I'm using. So into Tyranitar, I knew this guy would have Strand and be bulky as shit. So the really only thing I wanted to do here was scope out what sort of moves I had. Maybe hit it with Knockoff. That would be really good. So I'm going to Sleep Talk and go for Body Slam. I was thinking, well, it wouldn't be too bad if I can get a Parahax here. That'd be good. Obviously, Body Slam's not going to do anything. Or I could go for a Parahax. And it might be a good time to use these few turns to wake up as well. Okay, so I'm thinking, I was thinking that he might go for Stone Edge or Earthquake, but he goes into Garchomp. I'm thinking, okay, this guy's going to probably try and set Swords Dance up on me or something like that. So, or it's a Mega Evo, one of those two ones. So into Tropius to try and sponge that Earthquake or anything like that. Dragon Claw. The only thing I had to watch out for there was probably Firefang. So it's a Mega Evo Garchomp. Anyways, so I didn't have to worry about. I didn't actually mention how I had to worry about Stone Edge there. So I set up Leaf my leech seed, my leaf seed, my leech seed anyway. I know I would have taken Stone Edge, maybe just, or not, definitely not a critical hit, but I would may have just taken it very, very extremely badly due to my crazy EVs and this guy. So he's going to continue to spam Stone Edge. That's 2 Stone Edge he's used. I was actually counting his Stone Edge because I know that he's probably only got 5. So I'm continuing to leech his health away with Leech Seed. And I know I can probably bring something in faster later on to actually outspeed this because I know Mega Garchomp gets a big drop. So I go into Draft Rig because I don't really have any much use for this guy. He's just going to go for a Dragon Claw and finish me off. There was Sandstorm up on the field, and I sort of wanted that you know, to waste a bit of a turn. So then I could go back into my Tropius and protect again on his Stone Edge. I'm trying to PP stall his Stone Edges here. So into Tyranitar, same shit. I knew this was probably going to be a Stone Edge as well. So I really needed to get these guys out of the way or lower their health a lot so I can bring something in later. But Tyranitar was a special user as well and went for a Fire Blast. Does nice amount of damage to me considering Tyranitar just hasn't got the greatest special attack. And you know, I do see mixed Tyranitar every now and then. It's more of an unsuspecting thing. So I get my Citrus Berry, which is good as well, and get a little bit of health back with that, which is always handy. And plus my Leech Seed, getting me back to a nice sizable amount of health. So I wasn't too sure at this point in the game whether he had Stone Edge or he was just using that to conserve his Stone Edge. Wasn't too sure, but he's going to be swapping again, so he's not going to get stuck into Leech Seed. So back into Garchomp here. Obviously, he's going to try and go for Stone Edge again. I went for Air Slash this time to get a bit of damage on. Fortunately, it was Garchomp, so I got a nice sizable amount of damage there on Garchomp, which is good. That was about equal to about 2 Leech Seeds. I just protect off here because I know he's going to go for Stone Edge again, and so I'm counting that's his 3rd one, I'm pretty sure. Now he's going to go for Dragon Claw, just in case I went for a second protect, I guess, to conserve health. So I've got my Citrus Berry here, so the really only way he's going to kill me, or feint me, is to go for Stone Edge, because I'm just so tanky in defense. So I seed him as well. Thankfully the Sandstorm subsides, that's good. That's a good thing. It's got Catherine narrating in the background, you can hear her. So I got most of my health back. I wasn't too sure if I want to stay into this one or not. But he withdraws again. I'm guessing he's sort of saving that Garchomp for later. So into Talonflame. I sort of forgot about this poke at this point in the game. I just wanted to get another Air Slash off. So thankfully I do some damage to Talonflame. So I know this thing's going to have Brave Bird for sure. And it's going to use that. And plus that damage I did with it, it's going to take a lot of recoil plus the Air Slash. So I swap out here, go into my Rapidash, thinking you go for a Fire move, but he goes for Bulk Up. I thought he would go for Flare Blitz. I was trying to get a Flash Fire there. So he goes for Bulk Up. I'm thinking, okay, I'm sort of a bit stuck. I have to stay in for this one. I might as well just stay in and take the recall damage. There's nothing I really want to swap into this guy at all. So he takes me out with Brave Bird, and I know he's going to take a little bit of recoil with that, which is good, I guess. Not as much as I really wanted to. And it's got Leftovers as well, so it's a interesting item for it. I wouldn't agree that's probably the best item. So into Extinction here, I don't even want to go for a boost or anything at all. I just want to get rid of the Talonflame because it's a massive threat for my team and I really need to take it out. So I go for a Surf. He goes for Roost there, trying to get his health back, but he's not going to stand up to a Surf. Even an unboosted Surf is going to take Talonflame out. It's got terrible defenses and very, very weak. Okay, into Lucario again. Definitely thinking of Aura Spheres coming here, for sure. So this is my chance here to go back into my Tropius to take that fighting move once again, and as he's going to use that. So really here, my Tropius was really tanking all these fighting and physical moves, bar the Stone Edge I was really worried about. He goes for Shadow Ball, maybe to try and get a special defense drop instead of going for a Calm Mind, which he probably could have gone for Calm Mind there. It probably would have been smarter. I get the Citrus Berry back. I set up the Leech Seed again, so I'm continually forcing this guy to swap his Pokemon out and seeding them, like leeching their health away, so I can sort of put it in range to finish them off. Okay, so I know the only move he can hit me with here as hard as he can is flash cannons. So there's not much point him staying in. I can sort of stall him all day with Citrus Spray. So then comes the Tyranitar again. I'm thinking, okay, he's going to try and use Fire Blast again. I sort of can deal with that still, so I went for Roost there as well, just to get the rest of my health back so I could take hits a little bit better. Okay, so we got the Sandstorm around, so that Sandstorm's sort of getting annoying, so I would like to take Tyranitar out. He uses Stone Edge. I'm like, shit, he does have it after all. Fortunately for me, he actually misses. Of course, it doesn't have the greatest accuracy in the world. I always miss with Stone Edge. So fortunately, I get my Leech Seed set up, and I can start to get rid of his health. So here, I don't really want to go for Protect here. I actually wanted to go for Remove myself because I knew he'd probably swap out or go for a different move because he already knows that I've got Protect. So I go for Air Slash. I know it doesn't do very much at all, but it's still a little bit of damage to it, and it definitely will rack up with the Leech Seed recovery. So now I can actually go for I can confidently go for a Protect this turn and know that, you know, he's going to try and use Stone Edge again or Crunch, one of those two moves. So he's used Stone Edge. That's, you know, that's 2 Stone Edges he's got left. So he's got 3 left. I've still got 3 Stone Edges to try and stall out, which is probably a little bit too much even for Tropius. But I know I could probably take one really badly. So here comes the Stone Edge, and I just live with 10 health. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So I was predicting around in the very, very low red, between 10 to 20 health. That's what I was sort of thinking I'd live at. So that's good. I hit him with another Air Slash. I want to get this thing down because bloody Sandstorm is annoying, and so is Tyranitar. And there's not a lot of much more stalling that I can do with Tropius. I mean, I've got some of my health back, which is good. I get my Harvest back there, and I harvest another Citrus Berry, but I know that I'm not going to be able to probably take another Stone Edge there. With that, so he's going to take out his Tyranitar, probably saving it for later, and into Greninja here. Now, I probably made this is probably my one worst bad play that I did in this whole match. I regret keeping my Tropius in for this because I had Ice Beam, and I didn't really want to swap it into my Licky. I sort of blanked there and was sort of got caught up in the moment with the battle because I was actually performing pretty well against these guys. Okay, so that was probably my one mistake that I regret doing. So into Licky because I know I can tank all of these things. Unfortunately, I was still asleep, but I did have, I actually did have my my Rest Sleep Talk. But then again, I would have probably been swapping it into an Ice Beam anyway, so maybe I had to sacrifice my Tropius there. Maybe it was for the best, I'm not sure, but it didn't turn out too badly. Unfortunately, I got Rest there, so he's going to withdraw again because he knows he can't do enough damage. So I'm expecting, I knew I was expecting Tyranitar or Garchomp. So incoming Aura Sphere because he knows that I don't have, I messed up the Sleep Talk there. I always messed it up. It was a long battle, and I was thinking, have I done it yet? Have I done 2 or have I done 1? I wasn't honestly counting. So he's going to use Aura Sphere. I know I could probably take that, and I do because Lucario doesn't have the, you know, it doesn't have the world's best special attack. I go for everything here. Instead of going for Rest, I go for the Body Slam. I want to get that Power Hex, and I got it too. I needed that Power Hex really, really badly. So I sort of took a risk there, and I got it, which was great. Now I can actually rest off my Licky, get lots of my health back, and take this, hopefully take this Lucario out with Sleep Talk, Body Slam again. And I can't be, you know, I can't be statused or anything while I'm asleep either. So he's really got no choice here but to keep going for Aura Sphere. It's doing around half my health, but it's going to be about a 3-hit KO because of lefties, which is great. That gives me, you know, that gives me 2 shots of attacking him, which is good. You know, so I've got a decent chance to hit him with another Body Slam again. So I'm going to be hitting with Body Slam, which was great. I was like, yes, this should kill him. And Lucario goes down. That's good. That's that out the way. So I was very thankful for that. I like the special Lucario though. That was probably the only, and the Tyranitar with Fire Blast. I did like that. Those are the 2 pokes I probably enjoyed in this battle. So into Tyranitar. Now I wasn't sure. I didn't. The problem was I couldn't actually swap out here because my Tropius had gone. Obviously I don't want to swap into a Stone Edge. That'd be terrible. So Stone Edge just loads to me. There's not really else much I can do here. Just go for another Sleep Talk. I go for the knockoff here, and I don't do very much damage, but I knock off his soft sand. Okay, so I'm thinking here that I've got my Sork and my Master left, and you know, I know I can outspeed Tyranitar with Master and finish it off with Surf. You know, then I've got some. Am I going to be able to get my Shell Smash off at this point, or am I not? What should I do? Should I bring in Sork now, or am I going to get outsped by, you know, something else? This Greninja I was worried about with my Sork as well. So in comes Greninja. Instead of him, actually, he probably should have taken the hit there, because even though it didn't affect him, it did lots of damage, and with that Sandstorm up, with a Life Orb as well, he would have been really. I don't think he would have been able to take my Master out anyway, and Sandstorm was up as well. So I outspeed, and I'm going to Surf, so unboosted Master just doing some work at the moment, which is good. Cleaning up these last few pokes was really good. So the last poke he had was Garchomp, and I go for Ice Beam here. So he smacks me with Iron Head, which I found a bit random, and I'm going to take Garchomp out here, which is good. He probably should have definitely gone for Earthquake, most definitely, instead of trying to get a flinch with Iron Head. I know that, you know, there's merit in that. He could have flinched me and I wouldn't have been able to attack. And the last poke was Dragonite, so I knew that I'd get outsped by this, and it's got Thunder Punch. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm dead, definitely. So that takes my Master out, and I was down to my last Pokemon here. I had Sork left, he had Dragonite. I had Stone Edge on this guy, and I was thinking, oh my goodness, please, 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 please do not miss, because it's definitely a game if I miss this for sure. Because this guy will definitely have Outrage, and it hits, and I take the Dragonite out, which was great. So, very close battle there against those OU pokes for sure. Really pushed this, everything, I basically squeezed everything I could out of this team. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and man, if I live narrated this one, it probably would have been about 40 minutes. So, I'm sort of glad I did it this way. Yeah, that's about all. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment below. I really appreciate you watching my videos as well. Peace out, guys.